Hey guys, universe, I'm back. This isn't a whole Zelda vlog, but I came because I was just playing all of the Skyward Sword demos. Again, I was trying to do a full dungeon run. Apparently no one in there has ever beaten the whole dungeon. I got this close. Oh my god. But the representative there at the booth actually knew a lot about the game, so I was drilling him questions, and I learned a crap ton about the story, and I just wanted to come on and share with you everything I learned about Skyward Sword's story, which covers from almost the beginning of the game to the end of the first dungeon. So what happens is, obviously Link and Zelda is the blonde-haired girl in the trailer, if you didn't know that, they say her name, are living in Skyloft. So the beginning of the game is you obviously waking up as Link, you run around, you meet people in Skyloft, you meet Link's bird. The red bird is Link's bird. You don't know whether or not that means the bird is akin to Epona or not. They didn't say that. But the bird is definitely how Link gets between Hyrule and Skyloft, and he knows the bird. So you meet the bird, something happens somewhere in between meeting everybody and the ceremony with the flying birds and such. You get the Skyward Sword. So it's the very beginning of the game, it's one of the first things you get, it's your sword. I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know where it comes from, he doesn't know that either. So you do the ceremony, and I don't know what the ceremony is for, but the winner of the ceremony gets to spend a night with Zelda, like a little romantic date night. So obviously in this game, Link actually likes Zelda, and vice versa. There's this little romance going on. It's cutesy, it's very Pixar-ish, it's actually adorable. So, first time actually loving it. So, Link obviously wins due to the power of love, and he gets to spend the romantic night with Zelda. But on his romantic night, flying through the sky on their bird together, or Link's bird, I guess, together, a giant tornado appears from underneath the clouds and sucks them both down to the surface. So they are shot down to the surface, and Link lands in the Sky Temple. Or something happens in the first dungeon is the Sky Temple, which is the dungeon that's playable here. So essentially these three things take you to the beginning of the game that they have. Now, you go through the Sky Temple and there are some pretty incredible puzzles there. I finally got to beat most all of them. There's a stamina meter throughout the entire game now. Everything you do has a stamina meter on it. You swing your sword, you lose stamina. You run, you can run now by holding A. You lose stamina. You jump, you hang from vines. Anything you do that requires physical exertion has a stamina meter. So there are stamina puzzles, and they're actually really good. The whole thing was fluid, it's amazing. And the beetle actually was like, a lot of the things in the dungeon were not required to actually beat the dungeon. They were just there to make people take longer. So the guy was guiding me through, and we were just trying to speedrun it. Really almost did. There are cool vines, you can swing from vines with motion plus, it's awesome. Anyways, at the end of this dungeon, you meet Girahim for the first time. So the boss of the first dungeon is Girahim. Do not be fooled by the footage. He has so many hearts because people don't know how to play this game, and they give people lots of hearts and lots of potions so that they don't die during the demos, so that you can finish. But he is the first boss of the game. You meet him and he explains that he is a part of this tribe of people living down, and he says he's the lord of them. He is the demon that rules over everything. They took Zelda because she has some kind of holy power. You obviously don't know what the heck he's talking about at this point, and that wasn't explained to me, though I probably should have asked. And then you fight him, and then he leaves, but he says that they already have Zelda. You were too late, it took too long to get through the dungeon. They have Zelda, she's behind the door. The demo ends when you go through the door, so you don't know if you find Zelda, but presumably you don't. Anyways, I was also told about Girahim that he is not the only villain. So Girahim is, and apparently the representative was not supposed to tell me that. He was not supposed to hint that Girahim is only one of the main villains of the game. And I looked at him like, oh my goodness, now I am greatly disappointed. And he said, oh no, sorry, no comment. I don't know for sure. But he gave it away. Girahim is not the only villain. He was vague enough that he didn't say whether or not Girahim was the main villain, but it sounds like it's a no. He didn't say who any of the other main villains are. So Girahim is probably not the only or main villain either of those things, which disappoints me. But we'll see how that works out. Somebody's sending me a text. Go away. There we go. It's gone away. Can't wait for iOS 5 when those don't interrupt my story times. But that's all I found out. That's everything I was able to find out about Skyward Sword, and I just wanted to come and tell everybody that because this is some really interesting and awesome new story information. It's such a fun story, and and once I replayed the game. Oh, and about my complaint with the controls yesterday, there is a new quick calibration feature in Skyward Sword, where if you point your Wii Remote at the center of the screen and press down on the D-pad, it centers the Motion Plus. Brilliant. Works. It's great. No more control problems. I was able to get through the dungeon, and if I ever had problems, I just did the quick calibration by pointing at the screen, pressing down, and everything was fixed. And then I was able to use the game as normal, and I dashed through this thing. Dashed through, and it was fun. So, there you go. Skyward Sword story for you. Lots of story details. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you guys later. This is the last day of E3. Me and Cody and Alex are going to go pal around and do some more theorizing about what all this means and about the story info that I just found out. So, peace and Triforce pieces. If you like this video, like it. It's your favorite thing in the world. Favorite it. And remember to subscribe to Zelda Universe because we're going to keep posting new stuff about Skyward Sword all the time. So much stuff about Skyward Sword. So, yeah. And great. See ya. Button.